Look, I'm incredibly excited and feel very honoured to have the chance to be the head coach of the Quetta Gladiators for this season of PSL. I've had so much fun playing as a player for playing for the Quetta Gladiators, and because I've built such a great friendship and relationship with the whole franchise, I feel very fortunate to be able to have a chance now to be able to take over as head coach, to be able to just implement some really important key things that I know are integral to creating a high performance environment, team environment. But look, it's a really exciting time. I love nothing more than being able to have a chance to be able to pass on my knowledge that I've been fortunate enough to gain throughout my playing days, and now's my turn as a coach. So yeah, I can't wait to get started. The challenges as a head coach, look, there's always going to be different challenges that arise. Managing individuals, managing a whole team environment, managing a franchise, and performance as well, up and down. So there's going to be a lot of different challenges. But look, I'm so excited to be able to have this opportunity to be able to really set in stone from day one a really enjoyable but high performance, challenging environment, so the players can really get the very best out of themselves. So there'll be different challenges that pop up and arise for sure. There'll be great learnings for me, but also great learnings for the players as well. Yeah, look, it hasn't been a great couple of seasons for the Quetta Gladiators, that's for sure. With the calibre of talent and players that the Quetta Gladiators have always had, that's what part of my role is and has been, is to be able to just pick a specific squad, and we've got some incredible people around the Quetta Gladiators to be able to get a really strong squad with world-class skills, but also balance across the squad as well. And there's no question that the talent that we've got with our overseas players, but also our domestic players, our emerging players, we've got incredible skill. There is no doubt about that. And my role is to be able to help create that environment where people can bring the very best and expose themselves and express themselves with all those skills that are so deeply ingrained in them. Yeah, in T20 cricket, you need to have really a world-class finisher, and Shafane Rutherford is certainly one of those. It really does give you a massive advantage if you've got someone of his calibre. So we're very fortunate to be able to have Shafane Rutherford. He's in really nice form as well. So just to be able to have someone who can really take a game away from the opposition world-class bowlers is something that's going to add so much value to our team. And the Quetta Gladiators fans, goodness me, I was so lucky to have the support that I did for the 3 seasons that I played for the Quetta Gladiators. And please just continue the incredible support that you have always shown us through thick and thin. Unfortunately, you don't always win, you don't always make the finals, but the one thing that always has stood out for me is the Quetta Gladiators fans. They are there through thick and thin. And hopefully this year, it will be through thick, because we'll have a really good season, a really high-performing season. So I've got my fingers crossed, and we're putting everything in place to be able to give ourselves the best chance of having a great season.
It just feels like an awesome thing to be part of the PSL. For the first time, I've watched the last couple of years. I've seen a lot of young talent, a lot of great cricket being played, and competitive cricket. So I am looking forward to being here. I look to try and make sure we put a team together and try and work on winning each game and winning the tournament in the final stages. So I think that's going to be it's still my objective anywhere I go, and winning the PSL this year will be the objective of this team. Well, I think from the last 2 seasons, I just say, there's not been enough team performances. And I think that's one of the biggest things that we're going to harp on here, as much of a team performance as possible. No one person is going to win the tournament, so we have to be as much as a team as we can be, and that is going to take us through hard games. I think the most important person is going to be the captain, and I think he's at the top of the order. So I think he needs to make sure that we need to put him in a position to have a good season, and I think once he's leading from the front, everyone else would follow. I think on the bowling department, the experience of Hassan Ali is going to play a big role in it, and the experience of our overseas professionals. I think the philosophy in franchise T20 is how quickly you can get the team to bond together and to play for one another, and how quickly you can get everyone in the team to see the end goal, what we are looking at. So I think that's my philosophy, but my philosophy in cricket in general is always to work hard to achieve what you want. I think all the other teams are our rivals. I think we have all selected really well at the draft, and everyone is going to be preparing their team. So on a tournament like this, you're not sure which team is going to come to the front, but I think all teams we're going to have to play well against. I think one of the most important things in this game, especially the shorter format, is catching and fielding. And I think that's going to be a big part in us winning any game we play, how we catch. You can't afford to let off good players, and each team has some really good players, so we need to catch properly, and I think that will help us through the tournament. I think the aspects of how we bowl in the last 4 overs and how we bat in the last 4 overs is always going to be crucial to how we succeed. And the other part is how we bat in the middle, because if you get a good start and you don't continue in the middle, then you're going to struggle at the end. So I think that's the 3 aspects of the game you've got to make sure you're looking at.
Yeah, look, I'm excited. Excited to work with a new group. Excited, I've already met the players, and they're certainly a highly motivated group. So looking forward to improving on past performances. Obviously, like all of the other 6 teams, we have ambition. We have ambition to obviously be there at the back end of the tournament and playing our best cricket. So if we do that, then obviously we give ourselves a good chance. Just looking forward to making sure that we obviously bring that energy from an Islamabad United perspective, and as I said, bring plenty of pleasure to our fans as well. So yeah, looking forward to it. Oh, look, I think it's challenging with any preparation as you're unlikely to get everybody together for the period of time you would like. You have to be flexible these days. So I was really happy with the camp that we had in Islamabad. We only had a core group of Pakistani players, but some highly skilled and motivated ones that wanted to use the opportunity to help them prepare. And then it's a matter of integrating, players that have been playing overseas, whether that be in the ILT20 or in Bangladesh or whatever, is actually getting them in and bringing that group together really quickly. So yeah, I've enjoyed it, and our preparation's been good, albeit a little bit disjointed. I think we've got a lot of options, which is, I guess, from a coaching point of view, you want options in terms of your strategy. I think we've got the ability to adapt our strategy depending on conditions. But you don't want too many players of similar ability either, where you're chopping and changing too much. So I think we've got a nice mix. All of our emerging talent are good enough to play and make a good contribution if required. And we've got an experienced group. So, plenty of experience with both bat and ball. I think we're probably better suited with the ball in terms of different phases this year. So we don't have a particular phase with the ball where we're, you would say, under strength. I think we've got a bowling lineup that can adapt to all of them. Look, I think Shadab Khan will have a big season. I think he's come back from injuries, prepared really well. He's got that confidence back. So I think look out. I think he's going to have a great season. And obviously, Naseem Shah has come here. He's fresh. A chance for him to I guess showcase his skills to the Islamabad United fan base and just show why it was so important for us to get him here. And I think he'll complement the rest of us. And I think Ahmad Wasim, obviously a new player also with bat and ball, I think will be highly skilled to sort of complement the rest of our playing group. Oh look, there's nothing better than playing in front of your home fans. I think the first part is us arriving there with some confidence under our belt. We've had some wins early on in the tournament. Then obviously it's important for those home fans to get behind us and us to entertain. We want to entertain and we want to make sure that by the back end of the round robin we're playing our best cricket. So yeah, get behind us, support us, and enjoy the ride.